You know, the mere thought of starting a Pro 2A business in a state like Illinois, people think you're crazy. I must be crazy. It's your boy RGG, a regular gun guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I bring you content that everybody can relate to. If this is your first time here and you enjoy this video, leave me a thumbs up and smash that sub button. And if you're returning to the channel, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Woo, it's hot. I thought I left Florida. So in my previous video, I talked about why would I move from a Pro 2A state to a, anti-2A state. I didn't get into a ton of detail, but I explained the reason behind it. So today I want to kind of bring you guys into what I have going on and what my plans are. And I'll link the last video to this video. But basically, in a nutshell, I moved from Florida. Well, originally, I moved from Illinois to Florida to kind of escape the gun laws because obviously I'm in the gun space. Now, I just recently moved back from Florida to Illinois, and everybody think I just lost my mind. Let me bring you into my world a little bit and show you exactly what I have going on, kind of what the plans are and what I'm hoping that the future holds. And then you can give me your opinion in the comments after that. Whew, it is Florida hot out here today. A little overcast, but hot. As you can see behind me, I don't know if you guys catching it in the camera here, but back behind me, gentleman's on the tractor and he's taking up all the hay off of the property. That's a whole other side of the business. But anyway, long story short, what I want to do ultimately is I'm becoming an FFL. I've gone through my ATF interview already. I still have to do the Illinois side of things to finish that off, but I don't foresee a problem. I think I should be fine. I've gotten pretty far outside of the city, and I'll see if I can show you guys, kind of give you an overview of where I'm at. Let's take a walk out here on the property, show you guys a little bit of what's going on. Now, it's a little all over the place out here right now as we speak, and this is, depends on when you're seeing this video. We're in July 2026. We got the trailer out here because there's a lot of work happening. This is my shipping container right here where my office will be. As you can see, we framed in a double door on the outside. It's a very secure setup. So to give you an idea of what'll be going on, I'm just gonna kind of pan. There's really nothing out here where I'm at. Nothing. The next dwellings are so far away. I've been back here in Illinois a few weeks now. Am I starting to regret the move back? Not at all. But it's been a lot of work, a lot. Like I can't even describe what's had to go into getting all of this done. Just to give you an example of some of the work that we've had to do. Big shout out to my brother Patrick, real good buddy of mine. He's been a big supporter and he's a high profile electrician out there in Connecticut, and he walked us through a lot of the stuff that needed to be done. So we had to change some things on the electrical box. We had to trench a hole. I'm not gonna say we, because I didn't trench anything. Now I did backfill the hole, right? So we had to trench from here back over to the container to get a little bit more power in the container to be able to run a lot of the equipment that had to be ran to do this. So on the construction side of things, it got pretty interesting throughout the process. A lot more than I expected, a lot more money spent than I expected. So it is what it is though. Like I say, I'm all in at this point. So I know the question comes up like, hold on, man, wait a minute. You in Illinois though. How you gonna be able to get all of this done? Kind of how I answer that is, Illinois is bad and people think as a state is anti-gun. But I wanna be one of the first guys to say that the people in the state of Illinois are not anti-gun. It's our government, right? So that's kind of where the problem comes in at. It's so political. All of it is built around politics here in Illinois, not necessarily the people, especially in the area that I'm in right now. This is a very pro 2A area, and people are very, accepting to firearm culture. We have a positive agenda, and I haven't had much of an issue so far with any of the officials that I've had to deal with here in Illinois. The FFL is probably 60, 70% done. I just have to go through the state process. For those of you who don't know, there is 2 phases in Illinois. You have to go through the ATF process, right? Which if you're FFL, you know what I mean. You do your ATF interview, you go through whatever that is. But in Illinois, you have to get what you call the FDLC. I think it's the Federal Dealer's License Certificate. I think that's what it stands for. It's something like that, but you have to go through another process here in Illinois. Once the container, which this is my shipping container right here. I've got a small 20-foot shipping container that will be the office for my FFL. And I'll take you guys over and let you see how that's coming along. So as you can see, it's all types of stuff still outside. We're still working. So we're still finishing up. But we'll be finished with this, you know, from today, probably within the next week, everything will be done. I'll take you guys through the door. We're adding new blocks to this. So we basically got the floor in, as you can see. We've got all the electric ran, okay? The ceiling is being done, it's insulated, it's framed. We got an outlet up there for the lighting. Over here, I got a portable air conditioner running in the corner right here. And you see, we're still working. So the mini split is here. Big shout out to the guys in the community. My guy Snap, who was the brains behind the operation, TDS Gunworks, Eric, BTG, as well as my boy Letho. They all pitched in and bought this mini split for me. The mini split is gonna go back here. So I'll actually do some content in here. When I'm out here and I need to get something done, I'll do some content in here and I'll do some from my house. And it's big enough that I can have small classes, have my customers come through, do transfers, do other things like that. So it's coming along, man. So let's take a walk out onto the range. I'll show you guys what my plans are for the range. Right outside of the container, this area here will be the range. The distance here is about 55 yards from if I was standing right next to the container, shooting toward the steel targets that I have here. Currently, what I have out here is some hay bales and then dirt behind the hay bales as a temporary backstop until all the dirt is delivered over the next few weeks. So again, the range wasn't my #1 priority, but at this point, we have the property, we got the space, why not? I put up some targets so I'm able to get a little bit of shooting in. Out here, I'm only shooting 9. We tested it extensively to make sure that 9mm will not go through. What's ultimately gonna happen is these hay bales will get covered with dirt up to about 15 feet. And it won't stop here where the bales are up front. But you can see where the ground changes color. So we're gonna have a dirt berm that's gonna run all the way around this corner where the ground changes color, and it's gonna go all the way back. It's gonna keep going, keep going, keep going, all 55 yards or so straight across here. So where I'm able to look at him pick up the hay right now, we won't be able to see him because there'll ultimately be a berm here, hopefully at some point this summer. Right now I got my tent here in the middle, about 20 yards to be more precise, I guess, from where the steel target's at downrange there. I'm sure you guys can hear the loud tractor in the background. I think he's messing with me right now. He know I'm recording. But yeah, so this is where I'll be right now for the time being. And I may go to a local outdoor range if I need to get more done than what I'm able to do here. But I think this will suffice until I'm able to get everything finished. There go my son pulling up in the side-by-side. I'm not sure what he's going to do, but look like he's probably finna put some more work in or something. I try not to miss a day coming out here, trying to get everything put together. Big shout out to my grandfather, brother, old D New. I like to call him D New. I just came up with that actually because I didn't like Denny and I didn't like Denball. He's been a huge help, man. Very handy guy. He knows so many different things and he's been able to help me out getting all of this stuff done. And we all have a goal, man. You know, sometimes you got to get a lot of hands involved, and a big shout out to the community. Everybody who clicked on the Amazon wish list, if you're not familiar with it, I basically came up with like a, you know how you do like the wish list? I did it on Amazon, things that I could use, help with out here, and people from the community decided that they would go on and grab something, and I'm gonna do something real special for all the people that bought anything off of that wish list. If you were somebody that bought something off that wish list, I'm gonna ask you to send me an email, tell me what you bought, because it doesn't show me who bought what. I'm gonna put you on a list of mine, and I'm gonna have a special giveaway only for those people. So I appreciate you all. If you do wanna help out, I will leave a link in the description. I'd like to know y'all thoughts on this. Being in an anti-gun state where the government is a little tricky when it comes to Pro 2A stuff, I've decided to kind of go against the grain, start a business here. And believe it or not, guys, there's a lot of FFLs in Illinois. There's a lot of private ranges in Illinois. I don't think people realize that. Once you get outside of Chicago and Cook County and you start heading way west and south, it's pretty open there, man. The sheriffs and the state police and all these guys are gun guys for the most part, man. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that at some point, this ban that we have in place here, the PICA act that goes, or the PICA law that goes on here in Illinois, the Protect Illinois Communities Act that's in play right now. Hopefully that thing gets thrown out of here and overturned and Illinois gets back to what it was 5 years ago. And maybe we could even get rid of the FOID card. Who knows, man? But let me know y'all thoughts. Keep me in your prayers. I just wanted to bring everybody up to date on what's going on. And those who didn't know, if you're new to the channel, to all my people in the rack and in the surrounding suburbs and other areas, get in tune with me. Eventually, I'm gonna do something for the people right out here on this property that we've invested it all in to get it done, man. So we're trying to keep this thing nice and secure. I didn't cut any windows in it. So when I close up at night, no joke. When I close up at night, it's a container at that point. You know, it's no longer an office. So that in itself is a heck of a security feature. I put the big container locks on the outside, and then, you know, that keeps it secure. Tired as hell. Do me a favor, stay solid. It's free. Defend what you love.